It's Flamingo Friday, which is where I find some piece of marketing that's either made me smile with delight or roll my eyes with frustration, and I explain what's right or wrong with it. This week, I am opening a little package from my superhero Rob Middleton of Everyone Loves Cartoons. Rob is a cartoonist, unsurprisingly, and he put together a direct mail package aimed at winning new customers and clients in the UK. Rob lives in Japan, which is pretty cool. He teaches English out there, but he's also a cartoonist and he is building his cartooning business, and that's his focus. So he got thinking about his Japanese connection and how he could use it to stand out. And he came up with this little beautiful envelope. And in that envelope is this beautiful thing. It's called tenugui. And it's a piece of dyed cloth, and simple you might think, but in it, in with this package, there's an explanatory note, and it told me all about what this is. It was tenugui was precious in the Heian period, I think it's pronounced, which ran between AD 794 and 1192, and cloth was really hard to come by back then, so it was prized and used in Shinto rituals. These days it's just popular as a beautifully dyed piece of cloth using the chusen technique of dyeing. There are loads of patterns and colours, and people use it all over the place for cleaning spectacles, or as a pretty dishcloth, or for wrapping around fruit or drink or a book that you're carrying, or for covering bags or baskets, as a napkin, or even just as a decoration, because, you know, some of these designs are really, really beautiful. So people frame them and pop them on their walls. And I really love this one because Rob knows I've got cats and he knows I love cats, so this is the one that I got, which is fab. There's also one of Rob's cartoons on a postcard in this package. So when you open up the piece of cloth, you see that there's bits in it. There is the explanatory rambling talk about tenugui, and there is also a little business card with Japanese writing on the back, which I cannot read. And then there's also a postcard, one of Rob's postcards. Rob is a brilliant cartoonist. On the back it's just Rob Middleton, you name it, I can draw it for you. Rob at Everyone Loves Cartoons. So I think we've talked about this. There could be more of a call to action on here. But Rob's cartoons are brilliant. He is so funny. He's so good at coming up with the randomest, quirkiest things. Gerald the Goat is one of my favourite strips. He also just comes up with the most hilarious dog breeds. He makes dog breeds up and then just tells stories about them. So like dishwashing spaniels, and it's very, very funny. Anyway. And I haven't got one here, but Rob also wrote an introductory sales letter to go in with this little package of gifts. He sent all these things out just before visiting the UK in the summer, and then he followed up on them, and he got a couple of meetings out of it as well. Since then, we've refined the package a bit and talked about exactly who we'll be approaching, and I think this package could work really well with his new targeting. But my point in showing you all this is you can't ignore a gift like this. It's you know, it's not just another pen that somebody's put in. It's not just a USB stick. This is something that's really thoughtful. It's got a real connection to Rob's life in Japan, and you know the stuff that he put in with it is really selling what it is that he's offering. You can't ignore it. It didn't cost an enormous amount for Rob to put together and post, even from Japan. But even just one client from that little campaign would bring a huge ROI, return on investment, for him. Most business owners hide behind their keyboards in their offices, they chuck out the odd Facebook post, maybe the odd cold email, and they wait for customers to come to them. Well, I've got bad news for you, because customers won't come. They won't even notice you if that's what you do, because that is what everybody in your industry is doing. It's what everybody in business is doing. If you make a little time, if you invest a little bit of time and energy and money in something that will get people's attention, will make them smile and pique their interest, you may well get meetings with just the type of clients you want to work with. In fact, I guarantee you'll get meetings with the kind of clients that you want to work with. Not all of them, not all of this stuff will work. You know, most of them, in fact, won't work, but people will remember you. People will notice you, and you'll be much more likely to have a conversation with the type of people that you want to work with. So, what can you do to get noticed in your business? What can you do to win new business, to win new clients? What will you do, possibly, is the more pertinent question. Whatever it is, do it now and this weekend, because, you know, your competitors aren't going to bother with all this stuff, I promise you that, which is great, because when you do it, when you're the only one who is in their, you know, physical mailbox with something really beautiful like this, they're going to notice you, they're going to remember you, and if you keep following up and keep in touch with them, you're going to be the one that they call on when they need whatever it is that you're selling. If you want more great ideas on how to grow your business, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel below, and you should subscribe to it. And if you go over to vickyfraser.com and sign up for my daily emails, you will get all sorts of tall tales and great ideas every day in your inbox. You'll get notified when there's a new Flamingo Friday. You'll get notified when there's a new Business for Superheroes show podcast out, because I do a podcast as well. And if you want more, like a solid plan for finding and winning new customers, plus support from people who understand what it's like to run a business and are in the trenches themselves, you can join the superheroes as well. Join Rob in the superheroes. The link is in the description below. So thanks for that. Have a fabulous Flamingo Friday and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back same time next week.